And welcome to another podcast with Mr. Hagan. And on this Econ podcast, we're going to talk about kind of the organization of economics in maybe philosophical or intellectual thought. And please understand that there are others who would organize this differently than I'm going to. I'm going to organize it in the following way. I'm going to begin by putting economics under the general branch of study that is called praxeology. Praxeology would be the study of human action, the study of human action. And we could break down the study of human action into the sciences where we look at the beating of the heart and breathing and all these kind of automatic functions. But in economics, in praxeology, we focus on human action that is conscious, that are choices that we are able to make. So praxeology, the study of human action, I'm going to break that into two subfields, and you could break it into more. You could say, should we include psychology? Should we include a whole lot of other possible fields? But just for simplicity, I'm going to look at two. I'm going to look at praxeology being broken up into history and economics. So praxeology, the study of human action, and the way I'm going to think about history right now, and some of my history friends, they may not agree with the way I say this, but I'm going to think about it this way. History is the study of the way people have acted in the past. It is human action in the past. And so when we look at history, when we look at history, we're kind of, at least the way I'm going to think about it, is we're asking the what question. We are gathering information. What did people do in the past? What were the ways that people acted in the past? And when I think about economics, I want to think more about why. Why did humans act that way in the past? Why did one group of people attempt to enslave another group of people? Why did one group of people immigrate into another country? Why did a group of people, whatever it is that they did, we want to ask why. Now, I'm not suggesting that historians never ask why. Okay, they do. But just to get a simple breakdown, I'm going to use history, at least in terms of acting as an economist. I want to use history to gather my data, to gather the way information about how people have acted. And then I'm going to use economics to try to say, why did they act that way, to explain that action. And then to do that, to think about that, I want to break economics into two additional subfields, and they are positive economics and normative economics. Positive economics and normative economics. So what do these mean? Well, positive economics is any statement that is factual or testable. Can I test it in some way? Can I go look it up and see if it's true? So if I said the unemployment rate, let's say that I said that the unemployment rate is currently 6.2%. Now I'm not asking right now whether or not that's true. Is the unemployment rate right now 6.2%? We could the point is we could go check it. Whether I'm accurate or not is not the point at the moment. The point at the moment is that this is a positive statement because we could go check it. We could say this. I talked on the previous podcast. I said, if there's a decrease in the price of cars, then people will buy more cars. There'll be an increase in the quantity of cars that people buy. Is that true? Well, I don't know at the moment, but it's whether I know it or not, whether it's accurate or not, it is a positive statement. Why is it a positive statement? Because I could go test it. I could go test this and see if it's true. Okay, those are positive statements. They're factual, they're testable. Normative statements, on the other hand, these are opinion statements. They are non-testable statements. So I could say the unemployment rate is too high. Well, that might be true. It might not be true. I mean, it's just my opinion. I'm just kind of saying things. Okay, I can't go look it up. What is too high? How high should the unemployment rate be? How low should the unemployment rate be? Or maybe I could say we should get rid of the minimum wage law, or we should raise the minimum wage. Okay, those are the two sides of the issue. Well, they're opinion statements. We can't go test whether we should or shouldn't. Instead, we want to be able to make positive statements. If we raise the minimum wage, then this will happen. If we reduce the minimum wage, then this will happen. Those are positive statements, testable statements. That's what we want to do as economists. That's what we're going to attempt to do in this class, is to make positive statements. Do economists ever make normative statements? Of course they do. Okay? But we're going to try in the classroom to stick to positive statements, to stick to scientific statements, to stick to testable statements. On the next podcast, we'll talk a little bit more about this organization of economics, and we'll do that on our next podcast. We'll talk about micro and macroeconomics. Thanks for joining me. This has been Mr. Hagan on another Econ podcast. See you on the next podcast.